Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Tai Chi For You. We've had a little vacation time, so for those of you that have actually had a chance to kind of catch up on some of the reruns and just absorb it a little bit more, because for me, it's like I can't see something once and comprehend it or understand it or whatever, but so it might take five, six, seven times. And really, that's what the classes are about, to just be a little bit better than you were before the last time. So, again, welcome back. It's nice having you. It was nice being on vacation. I was able to actually still do my Tai Chi, so hopefully everybody still did theirs. But I was able to film some in location. I was down in Rhode Island at a few spots. So, and I did post those on my Facebook business page, the Tai Chi For You on Facebook. And we'll see if we can't get a little bit of a montage put together and have that be part of the show's beginning, where you could see um, some nice places and just be able to do Tai Chi outdoors. If you get the chance, do Tai Chi outdoors. It's another whole experience. If you're worried about people seeing you or whatever, maybe just in your yard, or go for a walk. I go up to West Hill Dam, and there's plenty of, I don't say private spots, but enough out of the way where you can practice your form and your warm ups and all that. And really, you might get somebody coming over and recognizing that and want to join you, which would be great. That's kind of what the whole Tai Chi's about. It's a community. And speaking of that, there's going to be something coming up in September, which is again right around the corner. What happened in July? That's gone. Um, Uxbridge is having a sort of like a field day or an Uxbridge Pride Day. I forget what they're calling it, but I'm in contact with them, and hopefully be able to demonstrate and just be out meeting people and talking about the benefits of Tai Chi. I'd like to welcome some of the new students that I've been getting in my live class, which is taught at the Northbridge Senior Center, and that's on Mondays, 10:45 to noontime. So we meet, and again, it's a casual situation. There's no, um, you don't have to have a Tai Chi background or any type of physical yoga or whatever. Just come. If you're curious, come. If maybe your doctor, and this has happened a few times, the doctor recommended that they find a Tai Chi class that would help them with their balance, help them with their muscle tone, help them just feel better. It's again that whole, and we've all gone through this um, COVID, where we're stressed out, or we gained a few pounds, and just or just mentally we're in a fog, and it's hard to connect with people again, or it's just hard to get motivated on your own. So we can meet, and we meet safely up at the senior center, and we're able to do a class live. And again, the new students are some of the old students are coming back. Uh, Again, everybody's scheduled now that they're know that we're open again. So a few of the regulars are coming back, and I've gotten quite a few new students that wanted to find out more about it. So don't be shy. Come on up on Mondays, and love to have you there. It's again beneficial for your health, and again, mental health, physical health. We're starting to get out and feel more of a community presence with each other. So I just wanted to touch on that. Also, um, Well, really, that was about what I had written down that I wanted to get out of the way. And so Tai Chi really, I don't want to say it's that secret bullet that's going to cure you or make you, lose weight or anything like that. It's a combination. You have to get the right amount of sleep, uh, drink enough water. I'm doing the lemon water. So, and I don't measure it. They say what 8 glasses a day or something, but I try to keep a water bottle with me and fill it up a few times. So if this is probably 2 glasses, so yeah, I probably get my 8. I could probably do a little bit more, but so water, sleep, eating right, and again, I'm not a nutritionist. There's people that study that, and if you are part of a weight loss program, I've talked to people that have been on them, and it's really quite interesting how it's not so much what you eat, but when you eat, because I mean a calorie is a calorie, whether it's 100 calories of celery or 100 calories of whatever a steak or whatever. So there is some difference, but you understand what I'm saying. There's a whole knowledge that you have to speak to somebody that has that background that'll guide you. And again, so I'm guiding everybody with this Tai Chi and the Qigong to help you just improve that internal as well as external body, the conscious mind as well as the subconscious mind. So why don't we get up? We'll go over a few. I mean, this show is great, and I'm glad you guys watch and hopefully follow along. But there's nothing like a live class where you can ask questions or ask me or one of the other students to demonstrate it again, because we're all students. We all learn from each other. Where I've had nurses in the class, so very helpful when I'm trying to explain blood flow or origin and insertion of muscles, things like that, where they can relate it to the class and everybody gets a better understanding, other than just me saying one definition of a move or explaining how energy flows or blood flows, things like that. So why don't we get up, have another quick sip. So you don't need special clothing or tools or a mat or rubber bands or weights, anything like that. If you would like to keep a chair or a stool, something that's there to help you, knowing it's there if you need it for just to help you with your balance. But so really, that's about all we need. And when I do the class live, we show options, and that's the great part about every move. There's really options to it, whether you're temporarily stuck in a chair, or you have a sore back or a stiff neck. We can adjust the move, and hopefully it's beneficial and help you with your recovery. So we talk about a principle of how the body likes to warm up, and the body likes to move in circles. And that is something that was taught to me not that long ago, and it's made a difference in my warm-ups and just from the warm-up to the workout. So we'd like to just warm up a little bit, and we can warm up in circles. We're doing large circles, and if it helps you think about maybe basketball size, we're circling. The next part of this warm-up, we bring the palms to face up, and we go into smaller, and if you want to remember it as a baseball size circles. And all the time we're remembering the breath. A nice, slow, deep, steady breathe in, breathe out. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we start with the palms facing downward, and we make our larger circles. And then we start to bring the palms facing up and go into the smaller baseball size. And again, this is how I remember it. And then what we're going to do is the next move we call open the door and close the door. So it's a good, I don't want to overstretch anything right now because we're just warming up. We did some circles and now we're stretching a little bit. And we can do the same thing. We can stretch up and down, up and down. 3, 2, 1. Good. And just shake that up a little bit, just like that. And now let's warm up. We'll start, we call it like the head to toe warm up. Where we just, and you could place your hands on the chest to kind of remember to keep the body not to move. The only thing we're moving is the head right now. And we're just rotating it gently to the back, around. And the mics probably are picking up those crunchies. And then do a few in the opposite direction. And I've mentioned this before, if you are seeing a chiropractor and he doesn't want you to do this one, there's some variations to it. We can just do a look to the side, both sides, and bring it to center. Look to the side, both sides, and bring it to center. So again, some options. Now let's drop down into the shoulders. And again, just start off with some circles. So we're just doing some nice, I've seen with the weights, they call them like a shoulder shrug, where they hold the weight and they, all right, but we're not there yet. We're not doing it as a gym workout. We're just sort of in the flow. We're just loose. Relax the shoulders, relax the elbows, relax the wrists, relax the fingers. And then go in the opposite direction a few times. Just circle them. Don't crunch up too much. Don't make it an effort. We're just warming up, getting the blood flowing, getting the chi flowing. Think of it as chi. Or if you're not there, think of it as I'm just moving, getting the blood. Movement is medication. That's a great saying. Good. And the other one, now that you've warmed up a little, you could do that little stretch. And again, there's ball players out there that do this. It's not necessarily Tai Chi, but it's a nice stretch right across the shoulder. Use that other arm to support. Good. And then we can drop down into the waist area and do our slow motion hula hoop. Again, very basic. You shouldn't have trouble with balance with this one. If you do, you could have your stool handy. But I think having the hands just firmly on the waist like that helps. And then try a few in the opposite direction. And the nice, easy, controlled breath in, breath out. Now the other option to this one, if you want to think of a figure 8, so it'd be to the side, circle around, through the front. And I kind of think of those, the racetracks we had. And I'm just circling around and then through the center. Just like that. And then bring it around in the opposite direction. And it takes a little concentration. You get the mind involved. The mind's a muscle, so we have to work that once in a while. Good. And then we can do some of the the finger warm up. So we're just, again, circling, opening them up, bringing them around, and then trying the opposite direction. Good. And then you can try the little stretch now with the wrists. We're extending, contracting. 2, 1. Good. Let's drop down to the knees. And again, start off with the circling. So I'm a little bit wider stance, a little bit pigeon-toed in, and I'm dropping down. Circling, coming up. 3, 2, 1, and then try it in the opposite direction. I'm not putting a lot of pressure, I'm just holding them lightly on the kneecap. Good. Now if you had your stool handy, you could use it for balance. We could stretch out and do some, and this is done, I've seen them in the gym with the rubber bands. But we could use our visualization, our intention that there is that resistance, and use that resistance coming back in. So it's not about how many I can do in 30 seconds. I'm feeling that resistance and that pull coming in. Same thing, I want to switch to the other side where I'm going out. So I'm stretching that band, and now there's another band further back that I'm trying to pull in. So if you can get that sensation while you're doing these, and you feel it right up the whole leg into the waist area. 3, 2, control. Great. And then drop down, we'll get some ankles. And this one, again, lightly on the toes. I'm lifting the heel up, and I'm just circling. Oh, that's a great shot, thank you. Circling. And then opposite direction. I better do a good job. Okay. And then let's try the other foot. So we just circles. And then take it a few times in the other direction. Now the other thing you could do, there's so many exercises, but we just are doing some warm-ups with that toe raise. We can just do it like that. Good. And again, we want to get both sides, so we're just lifting, lifting. And then you could do both feet coming up, or you could sort of pump. And I know people that they get a mile in, they're stuck indoors. They do like a heartbeat, like a cardio exercise where they get so many steps in that way. But we're not doing it so much for cardio right now. We're doing it as a warm up and stretching everything. Good. All right. Take another quick drink. See, Tai Chi helps you drink water too. All right, let's go over a little bit of the basics of the Tai Chi. And again, one of the sayings is the masters master the basics. So don't think, even those warm-ups, you could blow through them and yeah, but if you really take that time, how I talked about that visualization of pulling and pulling in and pushing, and that resistance, and just that, feel that energy, that blood flow, everything's starting to circle, all that. You can master any one of these moves and you'll start to feel it more internally, which is great because you're warming up and you're exercising those internal organs that are all stuck around inside you. We're holding them together. So if the body is in better shape, it's going to obviously hold in those internal organs better. So, with that being said, let's go into the other basic. They call them the 5 bows, and we've talked about this a lot. But really, when you practice it now that you know, you can go deeper with it and really try to master the feeling of it. So the 5 bows, it's basically this open area right here where it's bowed. It's not a military stance like that. We're relaxed. So we're dropping the knees a little bit. So that's 1 bow behind each knee, 1 bow underneath each arm. And the 5th bow is that one we talk about. And it's, again, it's something you have to visualize. The golden thread or rope pulling up the spine, coming out of the crown of the head. And the bottom part is an anchor or a rope, a rock tied to it, dropping and dropping that spine. But at the same time, see how my back's aligned? And if there was a little stool back there, so I'm dropping. You know, the knees are bent, the arms are relaxed. And this is a great posture. This is one of the, a meditative position if you so choose. You could just concentrate on the breath. Just that breathing in, breathing out. And see how my wrists, my fingers, my elbows relax. I'm not, and I do it to correct. I point it out to students that are still like this, It's like relax, and that's one of the things that is tough to do is relax, but still keep the mind active and aware of that balancing, that grounded feeling, that be aware of the breath, be aware of the posture, and just be in this still position, just like that. Gather in. So the 5 bows, we went over that. The other basic is the shifting the weight and the turning of the body. And when I mean body, I sort of mean just like the waist, the torso type thing. So let's start off with the feet shoulder width apart or so, and we're just shifting that weight. Again, the 70-30 rule. We're only going about 70%. I'm not trying to overdo anything. I'm not trying to do it with kettlebells or weights or anything like that. But I'm visualizing that weight, that energy coming up and going into the heavy leg, coming up and out. 3. Keeping the back straight, keeping that openness, just like that. Now let's turn the body. So it's shifting the weight as we turn the body. So we're looking center, we're looking to the side. Again, not overdoing it. I don't want a full twist. I don't want to see any. There are moves that we do that are a bigger twist, and we have the dragon looks behind is one. So we could practice the dragon looks behind as part of this. We're shifting and turning and really getting that look behind, just like that. Good. So those are the basic ideas or principles or foundations that I'd say 90% of all the moves that we do are somewhere embedded in there. You'll see maybe just in the breath, or you'll see that heavy foot, light foot, so it can sweep and come down. Or you'll see the weight shift on the body. So let's practice a little Qigong. This is a great 3 moves done 3 times, and this is one that I do every morning. So I don't have these big lights over my head in the morning, but so I want to stand with that open stance, okay, or horse stance we call it as well, and the palms are facing down, and we're just going to again visualize them pulling up, if there were rubber bands or just a light weight, and I'm drawing that weight of that energy, bringing it up with a nice breath in, and then the hands, the palms face each other, and it comes down the front of the body. And we're not going to lock the arms out, but we're going to go down, and then we're going to bring it up into the heart area, the chest, with a breath in, breathe out, down, and then it's up to the heart again, and this time we circle out, complete that circle, reload, and back down. So that's the 3 moves. Here's the second round. Up, palms face each other, come down the front of the body, up into the heart, down, up to the heart, and out. Bring it in and down. Last one is up, down, up, down, up, and circle around. And then remember this, the tiger returns to the mountain. It's just a form of coming back to center, just like that. Great. All right, take another quick sip. So again, we go over this in class and we go into more of the moves. There's a longer form version of that I think I've done on the show before. But just practice those 3 moves 3 times and let me know about the results that you guys are having. The other one that's fun that we're learning in class right now is that wave hands like clouds, and we'll end with that one. Hand on the hip. There's the shifting the weight, turning the body. Hand comes up, it's nice and relaxed. Elbows are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. There's my shifting, turning of the body, and then the hands are down. Reloads, up, over and down. Breath in. And then try the other hand. Up and down. Bring it up, over, up, and down. And then if you get to the point where you can do both hands. And this is sort of that wax on, wax off. So you see this in a lot of movies, a lot of television shows, TV commercials, where they have a little clip of people in the park, and they're just shifting, turning, shift that weight, walking back, forward. So again, we go over these in class, and it's good to have an instructor, or I guess other people can critique it, because you really we're all learning from each other. So I can't say it enough. Don't be shy. Come on up and check out a class. Really it does so much for me. I enjoy teaching it. I enjoy meeting all you guys and showing you all the benefits of Tai Chi. So with that being said, let's wrap it up for tonight. I'll see you all soon, hopefully live or out and about in the community. I'll be out. I'll have some more places that I can tell you about next week. And find me on Facebook. Okay, till next time.